2019 Bobcat MT85 doing the hydraulic pump drive belt and belt tensioner. Remove the heat shield and the muffler. Also made sure to leave the lift arms up. Get access to the side panel, which you can get access to the tensioner mount bolt. Also chose to remove the battery and drain and remove the hydraulic tank. There's the mount bracket. The top side is held on with a nut on that stud. And there's a bolt that goes through the bottom of the engine compartment. We chose to remove all that to gain access to the mount bolts for this lower pump. Because of how close the mount holes are to the pump body, you can't get a regular Allen socket to the hex cap screws. So I took a long arm 8mm Allen key, cut the 90 off, was then able to slide that into a deep well socket, and with a 15-inch extension, able to get back to those two bolts and just use a regular ratchet. It was also extremely useful having a couple of these magnetic pickup tools. There's a lot of areas to drop small parts and tools that you can't get your hand into, including the gasket that goes between the exhaust manifold and the muffler. It is magnetic, by the way. After you remove the tensioner, you can take the belt off of the two pump drive pulleys. It's important to make sure you have that spline shaft of that lower pump completely out of the flywheel coupler. Then you can turn the belt on edge and it just fits between the flywheel and that pump mount bracket. As you can see, the old tensioner was racked just a little bit. I saw in another video the guy got a tensioner and the bolt holes were not the same size. It's the part number from Bobcat. As you can see, it's the same part number. Once you have the belt fed through, mount it on the toe top pulleys, get your tensioner mounted with the bolt about half a turn tight with the ratchet. Using an 1 3/8" open end, rotate the tensioner until the pointer on the corner, can't really see it, there you go. The pointer on the corner is right at the 25 mark as per your owner's manual. And then tighten down the 15mm tensioner mount bolt. For ease of reassembly, to keep this from falling out of the socket, put a regular sandwich baggie over the end. It'll keep it from falling out of the socket. These bolts did have blue Loctite on them, so I'm going to put a little bit on reassembly. You only need a little bit in the first couple threads. Hard to reach down in there and you can't really see, but put a little bit of anti-seize on that spline shaft and around the flange. As you can see, it slips right past the pump body, and you're able to turn the cap screw in from way back here. Not gonna lie, that inside one is a little bit of a mother to get to, but that's why they make universal joints. Completion. Gonna leave the battery on the charger overnight and have to refill the hydraulic tank tomorrow also. And before everybody jumps my shit, I'm well aware that they make extended Allen sockets, but I didn't have one on hand and I didn't feel like playing the all-day chase game to find one. Sometimes you just got to be smarter than the tool, use a little bit of that pull-lock ingenuity.